Hey YouTube, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dollar. I'm here to bring you a really interesting deck list, actually. This is what I've been running for the last 3 weeks. I took this to the Lafayette tournament in Louisiana, and I placed around 16th. And consistently at locals tournaments, I've been taking either second place or first place. The deck has amazing recovery power, and it's extremely consistent. That's what I really like about it. I'm just going to jump right into the deck list, and then I will explain it afterwards. Triple Debris Dragon, one Spore, one Glow Up Bulb, one Effect Veiler. These are the tuners of the deck. They're just... well, I'll explain it a little bit. One Titanial, two Lone Fire, two Dandy, two Raikou, Lightsworn Hunter, two Lila, Lightsworn Sorceress, two Caius, two Chaos Sork, one Sangan, and one Morphine Jar. Those are the monsters. For the spells, we have Reborn, Dark Hole, Foolish, Charge, Double Avarice, 1-for-1, and Triple Book. For the traps, we have Mirror Force, Torrential, 7 Tools, 2 Limit Reverse, 2 Bottomless, and 2 Polynosis. Now, I will explain the deck as best as I can. Debris Dragon serves several different purposes. It can bring back Dandy. Usually Dandy leaves the field, leaves 2 tokens, and I use Polynosis for one of them, on one of them to negate something on the next turn. And then Debris Dragon can bring back Dandy, sink into Scrap Dragon, and then use one of the new tokens to blow up one of their cards. The deck really abuses Black Rose Dragon and Scrap Dragon and a lot of 8-star synchros. Spore, Glow Up Bulb, and Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler not so much, but Glow Up Bulb and Spore are mainly for the Formula Synchron, because he's broken. Terribly broken, and you can go into 2 formulas with Glow Up Bulb, with Dandy on the field. Well, after Dandy leaves, or Spore, you can go into formula Android and then be able to go Black Rose as soon as they do something the next turn. You can nuke the field and destroy whatever they pop down. Effect Veiler is in there, as an easy tuner, so you can pop him down, and they're like, wait, oh, he's a tuner? I didn't know that. But he's also good for, stopping Dad and JD and a lot of really big stuff that pretty much every deck can throw out. Titanial is in there as just a great beater for Lone Fire searches. I don't know why, but I always dead draw into her. She's the worst card to dead draw into. You can always pop 2 your tokens for her eventually. 2 Lone Fires speaks for itself. You go Lone Fire, Titanial, Lone Fire, Dandy, Lone Fire, Glow Up Bulb, or you can go Lone Fire, tribute a token for another Lone Fire, tribute another token for Glow Up Bulb, go Armory Arm, bring back Spore, and go into Colossal Arm, or Black Rose Dragon, equip that to him, and you just do insane damage. Oh, sorry, I'm sick. Dandelion, it speaks for itself. This deck abuses it so much. It's insane. Raikou's for destruction and milling. It's good to pop Necro Valley, good to pop Repression and stuff like that. Lila for the same reason, but Lila you can open up with, you can charge into, open up and mill your first turn. You don't have to worry about noblemans or whatever. People usually side in noblemans against this deck, and the problem is I side out my Raikous and usually my charge to side into stuff that's better against their deck. And when they nobleman your Raikou, you lose all 3 of your Raikous. Charges your Charg loses its search power. But with Lila's still in there, you still have 2 cards to search for. It's so broken. Caius, because he removes from play, gets over Stardust Dragon. He can remove from play their Necro Valley or their Dark Soul or their Recruiter and stop any of their searches. Chaos Sork is just amazing. I named this deck Chaos Dandy simply because Chaos Sork is such a good top. And then, of course, Sangat and Morphing Jar draw power and search power. Books speak for themselves. 1 for 1, you drop a Dandy, go into Glow Bulb, Formula Synchron twice. Avarice for because you mill so much. Charge, already explained it. Foolish, you foolish your Dandy, get your tokens. Foolish Bulb, be able to use it. And those 2 need no introductions. Staple. I honestly prefer the 7 tools and Polynosis instead of the 2 Solemn Warnings and a Judgment. 7 tools is so much more cheaper than Solemn Judgment, and the only thing that I ever really need to worry about as far as using Judgment on is their Solemn Warning or their Solemn Judgment. So 7 tools is amazing because they pay half their life points and you pay 1,000 and you still get your effect. And Polynosis, the deck abuses Dandy so much that you will always have a plant to be able to use. And even if you don't have a plant, you can open up, set Polynosis, and summon Dandy, and just say, do something, I dare you. Because as soon as they do something, you just pop your own Dandy, you get your tokens, and it's amazing. Limit Reverse, it special summons a monster with 1,000 attack or less. It's basically a Call of the Haunted. It works the same way. Except if the monster switches to defense mode, which you're probably not going to do, it gets destroyed. And if this card's destroyed, that card gets destroyed. It can, you go Lone Fire, you get priority, you can tribute it immediately. You can go into Debris Dragon for an easy Synchro, or Glow Up Bulb, or Spore. The deck, or Sangan for an extra search. This card is so broken. And then 2 Bottomless, obviously, because Bottomless is bottomless. I'm going to show you the Synchro deck next. This is what basically I use a lot. 2 Formula Synchrons, an Armory Arm, Android and Catastor for the 5s. Brio Goyo and Iron Chain for the 6s. 3 Black Rose, gotta love that Ghost, and Ancient Fairy Dragon for the 7s. 2 Stardust, Red Dragon Archfiend, Colossal Fighter, Scrap Dragon, and Darkened Dragon for the 8s. And this is kind of one of those cards that I want to just be able to side into. I never really use it ever, but it's good in case. The extra deck, the side deck, Thunder Kings for Sabers, for, Little City, being able to beat over them. It's good for Synchro monsters, but it's mainly in there for Sabers and Little City. 2 Cyber Dragons, again, it's a really good beater, and it's a great side for any deck, just in case you need that extra boost. I side 1 Effect Veiler, because against certain decks you almost need to. Consecrated Lights, I only found room for 2. I don't really find an issue with that. Noblemen's, this is an amazing card. I love topping into this card against Sabers or opening up with it, either way. I run My Body and Starlight Road as kind of a diversity thing. This is great for Glide Beasts and Black Wings. This is great for every single deck in the meta. Starlight Road is also good for Hyunlei with Sabers, so keep that in mind. 2 Trap Holes for Gadgets, Little City, Sabers, stuff that like to normal summon to get their effects, Frog Darks, for example. 2 Heroes Rules 2s, I actually think I might be taking these out. They're not as broken as I thought they were. It was a ruling at the last regional I was at. Heroes 2 can only negate inherent summons when like you can't negate Chaos Sork when it targets the graveyard, and because it's a cost, and I didn't know that, and it kind of sucks. It kind of bummed me out. But it's still really good against like Debris Dragon and Breeze. I mean not Breeze, Blizzard. Monsterborn, Stele, Rite of the Spirit. Any of the really good cards people are running right now. So in every deck and in certain decks. Finally got it recognized. That's it for the deck. If y'all have any ideas, let me know. It's amazingly consistent right now. But if y'all have any ideas, let me know. And don't say Pot of Duality because my playset is not going in this deck because it doesn't need it and it special summons too much as it is. Rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thanks.